Hello everyone, this is Dr. Ashwini. I'm a functional medicine practitioner. So in the last video we talked about what is the cause of acid reflux or GERD or heartburn. So we figured out it is not the more acid in the stomach, which is actually the problem is the low acid in the stomach. So today we will talk about what is gastritis or peptic ulcer. And sometimes even people have low stomach acid, they get into the trouble. They cannot tolerate, let's say, apple cider vinegar and all that. What could be the potential reason? So let us understand that. Now you see, let's first understand what is gastritis and why it happens. So when there's a protective layer in the stomach, which is called mucous lining. Over a period of time, when it becomes thin, this is where the protective mechanism in the stomach reduces. So of course there are studies saying that H. pylori infection can cause the gastritis, or it can cause peptic ulcers. Now we also see that many of the patients which might have H. pylori infection, but they don't have the gastritis or ulcers in them. Or in some cases we find that these people, they don't have high stomach acid. In fact, they have low stomach acid. Still they have this gastritis, inflammation of the stomach lining, or ulcers in them. So it is not just the high acid which is the problem. It is the protective layering, which is the mucus layer in the stomach, which help us to protect from the stomach acid. So now when this layering is reduced, this is where the acid starts seeping into the muscles and start irritating. Now that is a part of the problem. Now let us understand what is the cause of this thinning of this mucus lining in the stomach. First thing is extensive use of painkillers, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. They can damage the protective layering in the stomach. Then extensive use or overuse of proton pump inhibitors, antacids can do the damage. H. pylori can do the damage to the mucus lining in the stomach. Then antibiotics, frequent use of or overuse of antibiotics also can put us into a trouble. Then very importantly, food allergies. If we are allergic to any food, that also can lead to destruction of the protective layering of mucus in the stomach. Even food intolerances can cause the problem. Now, of course, overconsumption of alcohol or overconsumption of tobacco or cigarette smoking can also give us a trouble. When the stomach acid is low in our system, we don't digest our food. When we don't digest our food, the food start putrefying. It produces certain toxic elements, and that thing also can do a damage to our protective lining of mucus in the stomach. So it is not the high acid or only the H. pylori infection which is the reason behind it. It's actually the destruction of the protective layering of mucus in the stomach leads to gastritis or leads to peptic ulcers. Now, before we solve any problems, we need to find what is the cause of the problem. If we don't know the cause of the problem, then it's always, we are beating around the bush, or we are shooting in the dark. So figure out whether, overuse of drugs or overuse of alcohol or food sensitivities is the cause in your case. Now, if you solve that problem, it is easy that you can solve your own health issues. Now, if it comes to treatment, what are the things that we can do at home to make sure that we can resolve our gastritis or peptic ulcers? First of all, we have to protect that mucosa. That protective layer of mucosa we have to protect. What do we do with that? First, we have to stop the irritation. We have to stop eating the food which are allergenic to us, the foods which we cannot digest. Known things are wheat and dairy. These are known allergens. Okay, if we reduce them into our diet, or we wean them off for some time, you will find that things are working in your favor. If you stop taking alcohol, you make sure that you don't over smoke or you quit smoking, that will help us. Then high mental stress can also reduce the protective layering in the stomach. Make sure that you do some meditation. You don't unnecessarily take stress about things which either they have not happened, they are in the future, or things which you might be troubled, which has happened in the past. Make sure that you come out of these stress things, so to make sure that your stomach is protected. Then as a therapy, what we can do to protect or rebuild this mucosa. Aloe vera is a very powerful thing to introduce into our diet. Mulethi licorice is a very powerful tool to introduce into our system, so that the soothing can be done, the irritation can be stopped, and slowly we can rebuild this mucosa. Glutamine is an amino acid which helps to fill in the gaps wherein there is a breakdown of this mucosa. Cabbage juice is a rich source of glutamine. So if we drink maybe half a liter to 1 liter of cabbage juice in a day for a few days, you will see that you can very quickly recover from your gastritis or peptic ulcers. Now, when the stomach is given the rest, this is where the most healing can happen. Now, if a lot of activities keep happening into our GI tract. When we eat food, it has to be broken down. A lot of acid production has to happen. A lot of enzymes has to produce to make sure that the food that is eaten has to be broken down and it becomes part of the system. If we have a trouble in our stomach, resting is the best way to help us heal. All right. So when somebody has an acute inflammation of the gastric mucosa, any peptic ulcer, make sure that you start doing a fasting. Eat food which are not very rich. Rich means they are not meat products, they are not heavy in proteins for the time being. For a short period of time, you wean them off and get on to, let's say, soups, steamed vegetables, porridge, avocados. So those things you start introducing into your diet, and make sure that you don't take extra sugars, carbonated drinks, acidic drinks, or acidic foods, or bakery products, or pizzas and burgers. These are very made of the wheat, and gluten content is high, and stomach finds it very troublesome to digest these foods. When digestion is a trouble, this is where more destruction to the gastric mucosa happens. So when the healing phase has to start, we have to give rest to ourselves so that healing can happen. Now, along with that, what other things can be done is to promote the healing into ourselves. We should eat antioxidant rich diet, which is maybe berries, turmeric, green tea, or extra fruits, or juice which has more vegetable juice, and some part of can be fruit juice also. Now, in terms of supplementation, what can be done? Vitamin A supplementation can help us to for the tissue rebuilding. Vitamin D can help in solving the problem. Of course, it has to be done under a supervision of an expert, so that you don't overdose yourself, right? And for the H. pylori infection, you can use basic herbs like neem, giloy, tulsi, turmeric. These herbs will help you. Along with that, probiotics plays an important role in our health. Now, good bacteria, they produce certain chemicals which kills the bad bacteria. So it's very important that along with taking this right foods, making sure that we are not overfeeding ourselves, we should also take the right amount of probiotics. So probiotics, when we have healthy bacteria, they will fight against the bad bacteria, and the right balance can be brought in. Now, if somebody has a very acute irritation or inflammation or heartburn, so it's a very simple remedy is you take a half spoon of sodium bicarbonate or baking soda, add to water, add some lime, drink it. It will help you to calm it down. Now, these are some of the things to understand why we get into trouble with this gastritis or peptic ulcers, and what are the things that we can do to solve the problem as well. Now, last video, somebody asked what is the right time to take apple cider vinegar or betaine HCl. So these are digestive enzymes, or hydrochloric acid is a thing that helps in digestion. So it should be taken with food. When we take it with food, it helps. This plays a role to break down the food. And there's less burden on our body, and some burden can be taken by the extra supplement that is taken, so that healing can happen. So hope this video will you find it useful, and if you have more questions, queries, please do write to us in the comments so that we can answer your queries in the next video. Until then, you have a good day. Thank you so much.